first big silverware of the season. Firstly, how proud are you that the boys, with relatively little experience of playing together, 6 months, some of them have known each other, they're already in a final?
I didn't feel pride yet about it. It's somehow just a job to do. We had to make it work, to make it happen. People spoke a lot about the necessity of a rebuild. We knew as well that we have to make or build a new team if you want. I'm really pleased with the development, the general development, the performances, the desire we showed in so many moments. There's so many good things, and you don't go in a season, if you want, in the first season of a team, you don't qualify usually for finals, stuff like this, and that's why I'm really happy about it. But I probably would be proud if we win it.
Okay, yeah. Good answer. In terms of the roads, obviously to the final, you've got Leicester. It was Bournemouth, which surviving those weather conditions was an achievement in itself. I mean, West Ham was a demolition job, really, if you like, at Anfield, and then Fulham. I mean, you fully deserve your place in this final. There've been some tough obstacles along the way, and you've blown them all out of your path, really.
Oh, 100%. I no doubt about it. So it's a really tough opponents and really great performances. We changed a lot. We changed the teams a lot, and everybody. So for us, the competition was a benefit as well, if you want, because we that time we had pretty much 95% of the squad available, and we could play them all, and we did, and so it's great. It's the Kelleher competition as well, so he has the chance to win the second trophy of his career, which is absolutely great. I mean, he won already a lot, but I'm standing in the goal. I know that maybe feels for the boys slightly different. So he plays the second final, let me say like that, and so that's all really cool. And so far, only positives about the competition. And yes, the West Ham game was early January.
Yep.
Top performance after a tough December. Getting out of the blocks with, I think it was Newcastle and then in the Premier League and then West Ham. So there were two top games, home games, thankfully, and it was good fun to watch them.
Let's speak to you about Queeve. We're going to speak to him a little bit later on, but it feels almost like his competition, this one, doesn't it? How much pleasure, obviously 2 years ago, it couldn't have been written any better, I don't think, but how much pleasure does it give you, to see him there on a final at Wembley?
A lot. I know Queeve for 8 years, Yeah. So I saw him growing, literally. So if you want, then he deserves it. He's a fantastic goalkeeper. I think I was not shy of mentioning that in public, and for each goalie, and we have this wall at the goalie area where Adrian is on because he won the Super Cup. So and Queeve went on after that night at Wembley, which was a pretty special night for him and for us. So he just deserves it. Let me say like that. For all the things we have so many nice stories in a moment with our own kids getting through to the first team, and I think having Alisson Becker in the club as the number one, if I would have to make a world 11 tomorrow, he would be the goalie. And being the number two is top because you can learn so many things. But of course you need game time as well. And giving him that now in the European League in the group stages and in the Carabao Cup, so he played a lot of games. And yeah, getting through to the final is for sure a pretty special story for him.
And very special for the likes of Jarell and Connor
yes.
as well. I imagine that they've probably dreamed about moments like this all their lives, and then you get to sort of watch them and their faces as they get there, obviously wearing the red shirt at Wembley.
Yeah, there are different opportunities to write history, if you want, because obviously Liverpool fans never forget, like 2 years ago, it was probably the competition of Taki Minamino. He with the goals he scored. He brought us to the final. It's now probably Cody Gakpo with the goals he scored in the competition. Yes, and a lot of kids played a lot of minutes, which is really, really important for them, and helped us then in the Premier League as well, because they I'm not sure 100% where their first game was, but all the minutes you can give them help. And you can see that in the performances they showed in the Premier League then. And so yes, Jarrell, incredible development this season. Connor, incredible development this season. Bobby Clark, incredible development. James McCallum, incredible development. So many really nice things what happened during the season. And even Owen Beck. So he came back from Dundee because of our left back situation, and then we decided that he can go back to Dundee after all the boys were fit again. And when he was in my office, it's just so nice that the boys appreciated really having that time, even when it was maybe disruptive with this Dundee thing. But he was in the office and said, you gave me my Premier League debut, and did I? Oh yes, last week. So and it's so cool. It just realized how much it means to the boys. It's a big step, and whichever competition, it's a big step for the young players. And they brought us 2 years ago into the final and helped us winning the competition, and they did the same now.
And I imagine at the other end of the scale it means an awful lot to Virgil as well. You know, his first final to lead the team out at Wembley, and that will be a big moment for him too, even though he's obviously been to Wembley a few times.
True. Thanks for asking. I forget all these things. But of course it is. Lifting the first trophy as the first one. Obviously, we lifted some trophies together, and probably most of the time I stood next to Virgil. So it was for him then always probably position 2 or 3. So it's a big difference to be the one with the trophy in the hand. So yeah, it's big for him as well.
He's going to have to think of a new celebration if you and Hendo Shuffle's gone now, so he's got to think of a new one, hasn't he? Just in terms of Chelsea, obviously you've recently beaten them, but clearly in a final, neutral ground, it's a totally clean slate when it comes to that game. And
the result we had here doesn't help. Of course, we have to play the game again, and it's like firing the opponent up slightly. That's
motivation.
And the final is a completely different game. It's nothing to do. There's no home ground, obviously, and we know we played them now a couple of times in the final, and we knew one part is blue and one is red. We know what our people are able to do, but the Chelsea people will be looking forward to it as well, and especially in a season where so far they didn't have to celebrate a lot. But everybody knows final starts there's no favorite or whatever. It starts at 0, and for each little advantage you have to work incredibly hard. And the two Chelsea games in the finals I remember as 2 of the best draws I've ever been part of in my entire life, because it was on a tactical point of view incredible, intensity point of view incredible, and then 0-0. Strange one. Really cool. You realize everything is different. Finals coming up. Families want to come. Mine want to come anyway all the time, but then more people want to come and see the final. Wembley is a special place. So yeah, should be good fun.
And finally, just for yourself, we're speaking about how the players will feel on the day. For you as well, obviously with the impending departure at the end of the season, I'm sure you savour every single final and occasion, but will you feel that a little bit more and try and take it in a little bit more this time?
I don't know, but I don't expect it, to be honest, because finals were for me always that special. I'm not sure I can feel even more special. I don't know if I'm able to feel even more than I used to do. So I will have a look and tell you afterwards how it felt. But I'm really looking forward to it, and I don't see it as the last final. We have the opportunity to go to other finals. Hopefully, until then, we are definitely still in the European League, because we don't start with that before. And the big competition, hopefully we are around then as well. FA Cup we play afterwards, so we are until then in all competitions, so we will see, or we have the chance to qualify for more finals.
Got to ask you about Wembley. You've obviously had many special memories there already, but how much are you looking forward to being back?
Yeah, look, Wembley's an amazing day out. We've been very fortunate that we've had quite a few of them since my time here, and our fans are always incredible at Wembley. They love, filling Wembley with red, and we look forward to it. It's exciting again, a chance to win a trophy and things like that. It's something to look forward to. It's something to be excited about as a fan, because it's always nice going to Wembley, like I said, and like I said, hopefully we can get another trophy for the club, because the lads probably deserve it, but we know you don't always get what you deserve in this game, and it's up to us to put in a very good performance at Wembley, and hopefully that's enough to win the trophy.
Virgil, first final of this season. It's a competition that's obviously given you some great memories in the recent past. How much are you looking forward to being back at Wembley with Liverpool?
I very much look forward to it. Very much look forward to seeing all our fans there, of course, and hopefully get our first silverware of the season. And obviously in this competition, a lot of youngsters have contributed to where we are at the moment. So, everyone can feel proud and connected to where we are at the moment. And I think that's why it's good that we are there again.
It is the first final as well under the Virgil van Dijk era as skipper. I mean, how proud will that make you feel to lead the team out at Wembley and hopefully lead them up the steps as well?
Yeah, very proud, very proud. And of course, it was a big, I wouldn't say relief, but the feeling of being proud was very high when we obviously got the job done at Fulham. And it will be a very proud day, special day, and hopefully we can make it the best possible outcome, and by winning obviously the cup and taking it back to Liverpool.
We're talking about pride, but as well, I think, considering some members of this team only arrived 6 or 7 months ago, to already have reached a final with this group, whatever the outcome is on the day, to have gelled together so quickly is a real thing to be proud of once again.
Yeah, 100%. And it's not something that we should take for granted. Obviously there's been, over the last couple of years, players left, and that's how football works at times, and new players come in, and it's not a given that you settle that quickly and like you said, gel that quickly and make sure that results are going your way, and it has been, of course, and so it will be a very good day in my opinion. And I've been there for the Carabao Cup final. We won it, and it is a very, very good day out, and hopefully we can make it a special one together with our fans by lifting the trophy.
Talk to us about that Wembley experience, because listen, hardly anybody else gets to do that on the planet. It's a very unique situation to be in when you arrive. You get in the dressing room, especially when you walk out and you look and you see the Liverpool scars. What's that feeling like?
It's a special, it's a special feeling of playing finals for this football club is something out of this world, and obviously you don't want to lose finals first and foremost, but it's always a special thing, and it's the first chance on silverware. Hopefully gives us, if it happens, a massive boost for the last part of the season. But no, it's amazing, and we also should enjoy the occasion, but definitely be out there and show the quality that we have.
And obviously we won't dwell too much on the boss and his departure, but so much talk around you guys wanting to sign him off in the best possible way, I guess. And is it an added incentive, between now and the end of the season to give that extra 10%?
Yeah, I think everyone reacts obviously different towards the news. Like we all said over the last couple of weeks, I think, all the players who had given reaction, but we want to focus on the task ahead of us, and obviously the final is waiting for us, and that's what we are looking forward to all together with the players, together with the staff, with the manager, and we want to make that a special day and get our first trophy of the season, and that's how we focus on the situation. And the end of the season will be probably very emotional for a lot of people, including the manager, but we're not there yet. We shouldn't look too far ahead. We should look at what is this in front of us, and that's what we want to do.
And finally, it is Chelsea in front of you on the day. Obviously, you have recently beaten them, which I'm sure will count for nothing on the day of the final. But Mauricio Pochettino has never won a trophy in England, obviously been very open about his desire to change that. They've not had the best of seasons, so this, I guess, is their best, if not only way to try and salvage something.
Yeah, but the thing is, and I think how we always have been in our success and in our focus is that we focus on ourselves. And obviously they have their goals. But I want to look at our goals. I want to achieve our goals that we have, and we want to go out there and win the final. And we know it's going to be a tough game because Chelsea is a very good team with very good individual players, and they can make a difference. So we have to be very good. But I'm definitely looking forward to the final, and hopefully we can make it a proud Liverpool day out of it, and get our first trophy.